it's infrared, and then
microwaves.
Okay, okay, pa. Okay, till that transmission media topic is over. Next, we are going to discuss about switching concept. Okay, I will share the screen once again. Yeah, screen is visible. Screen is visible to all.
Yes, sir.
Okay, ma. Next, in first unit, we are going to see the switching concept. Switching concept in the sense that is the last main topic we are going to see in the first unit. Within the switching concept, the first unit topics will be completed. Okay. In switching concept, there can be divided into three types. First one is circuit switching, packet switching, message switching. There are three types of switching concept. Once again, pa. Okay, pa. Sorry for interruption. Okay, we can continue the class. There are three types of switching networks. First one is circuit switch network, packet switch network, and then message switch network. The again packet switch network can be divided into two types of network. First one is a datagram network and a virtual circuit network. Okay. Here in the diagram, see the right hand side diagram, switch network. From A is a one node. By using the router or switch, it will be connected to B, and then it is alternately connected to J. In topmost layer, topmost nodes are B, C, D, and E, and then finally F is a end point node towards A and F, and then towards the right down middle layer or bottom layers, bottom nodes are G, H, I, and J. Okay, and each and every node based upon the C, one I first one is connected to B and J, and then second router or hub is connected to B. It is also connected to 5. Okay, this is 3 router 3, and then 4 is end node which is connected to F, and then it is also connected to E and G. Okay, based upon this switched network means concept based from sender to receiver, in between n number of switches or hubs are connected. Based upon that, in hub or switches, n number of nodes will be interconnected to the particular node or particular hub or switch. Okay, this is the main concept used in the switched network. Okay, circuit switched network means what? Definition: a circuit switched network consists of set of switches connected by physical link. Physical link means what? Point to point link, which is assigned as a physical link. A connection between two stations is a dedicated path made one or more links. Dedicated path means what? Within a wired communication, a source station to destination station, which is connected through the wired process. Okay, one or two links. Okay, however, each connection uses the only one dedicated channel on each link. Okay, each link is normally divided into channels into n channels using the FPM. FDM means frequency division multiplexing. FDM means frequency division multiplexing or time division multiplexing. TDM means time division multiplexing. Okay, what are topics we are going to discuss in the circuit switching means three phases, and then efficiency, and then delay, and then circuit switch technology in telephone network. These are the a circuit switch network is made up of set of switches connected by physical link in which each link divided into n number of channel. Okay, see here, A is connected to one number of switch physical link, and then from the switch or hub, that is intermediate one link will be connected to the particular channel. Okay, here source is assigned as A is assigned as source, and then M is assigned as a destination. Okay, from the router directly the pink line shows the direct path between A to M. This is a node is assigned as a source, and then M is assigned as a destination. Here router, how much router you are used? One is connected to A, and then from A to second router is connected from which is connected to one link to n number of channels. Okay, one to many. This concept we are using, no, one to many. Same wise from router 2 to many links are there for output, and then which is connected to many here, and then third to fourth which is connected to one to many. Okay, one to many means what? Based upon the one to one communication with many links are which are interconnected. Okay, based upon that only process will be connected to from source node to destination. Okay, and then this example shows the that's mainly the circuit switching is mainly used in the telephone lines only. Okay, here we are using the 4 end as a 4 1 2 3 4 is used in the sender side, and then receiver side 5 6 7 8 will be connected. Okay, based upon the circuit switching network from 0 kilohertz to 4 kilohertz, maximum it will be starting to 0, maximum it will be 4, maximum 0 to 4. Okay, the bandwidth which is allows through the communication through for voice channel means 4 kilohertz. Okay, based upon the 4 kilohertz only the data can be transmitted from sender to receiver. Same in between process 0 to 8, the transmission media which is process in the circuit switch network means it is in the form of 0 to 8, and then output will be 0 to 4 only. See in the diagram 5 and 6 it is 0 starting and 0, and then output is 4, and then 7 to 8 it is 0 and then 4. Based upon the input will be assigned as 0 to 4, and then output also will be 0 to 4, and then in between circuit switch process intermediate process will be 0 to 8. Okay, in circuit switching the resources need to be reserved during a setup phase. The resources remain dedicated for the entire duration of data transfer until tear down phase. Okay, if your communication between sender and receiver means the communication will not be disconnected till from starting to ending duration. After after termination will be dropped from any one of the location only, the termination will be performed in the sender side or in the receiver side. Okay, this is the main usage of circuit switch network diagram. Okay, in this diagram when previously we have seen about based upon the telephone lines we have seen. Here in this diagram, in 4 into 8 switch concept, the input will be 4, and then output will be 8. Okay, based upon the here 4 inputs are given from each node here assigned as we can assume A, B, C, D is assumed as a in the sender side, and then receiver side E, F, G and H. Okay, based upon the 1.5 megabits per second. The data travel from source to destination is in between one switch to another switch is 1.544 megabits per second. Switching at the physical level in the traditional telephone network uses the circuit switching approach. Okay, in this another example, we are using the 4 input and then 8 outputs. Based upon the we are using in different communication. Based upon that only we are using 8 outputs at different location or different nodes. Okay. Okay. Here in this diagram shows delay in circuit switch network. Delay means what? If you are calling to somebody else, at this data we are speaking to in the telephone line, that other end communication side they are not able to speak. If they are speaking also, we can't able to hear due to that circuit switching problem. That is a delay in a total delay between the sender and receiver. Okay. First of all, if your A is connecting in the diagram, see A is calling to particular receiver that will be connected. After data transmission, in between process, the disconnection where it is a time duration between sender to receiver. How much time duration it will travel the data from sender to receiver? How many duration hours delayed in the response of disconnection process? After the disconnection, how the data will be transmitted from sender to receiver, or it can be acknowledgement from receiver to sender. Okay, this is the diagrams of circuit switching networks. Okay. If you have any doubt up to this, next we can move on to datagram network. If you have any doubt till that circuit switching, how the data will be processed from sender to receiver, how it is travel in different channels. Okay, if you have any doubt? Okay, we can move on to datagram network. In datagram network, we need to send a message from one end to another end. If the message is going to pass through the packet switch network, it need to be divided into n number of packets of fixed or variable size. Fixed means what? If for example, we can say the data file size is 1 MB. That can be divided into 1 KB or divided into n number of KBs or n divided into n number of bits. Okay, based upon it can be the file size can be divided into in the fixed size or variable size based upon the network to be transmitted from sender to receiver. Okay, what are the topics we are going to discuss in the datagram network? Means routing table. Routing table means what? Routing from source to destination, finding the shortest path which is to travel from source to destination. For that purpose, we are using the routing table. Efficiency in the sense the efficiency, the duration of data can be transmitted from sender to receiver. How much efficiency the data can be transmitted from sender to receiver. Okay, these are the efficiency. Delay means what? How much delay at the time of transmission, any delay or corruption of the unauthorized person, any corrupted particular message, or that will come in the delayed process. Okay, finally datagram network. Datagram network in the internet means it can be divided into, datagram means what? The process to be done with the help of node to node transmission, or from one node to another node traveling through the inter-network of concepts. Okay, this is the concept we are going to discuss in the datagram network. Okay, here the data is divided into, see in this diagram, the from A is one node, and then source is assigned as A, and then from the source also another node is there that will be assigned as a number of nodes. In receiver side, X is assigned as a destination. Okay, and then another node is assigned as a idle node. Here the data can be transmitted, and then data can be traveled from source to destination through the datagram network. Here the travel is first packet, second packet, third packet, fourth packet. The packet will be sent from source to destination through the order basis. First packet will be transmitted, and then second packet will be transmitted, and then third packet, and then fourth packet. Based upon the it's a router will be transmitted. First packet will be go straight, and then it will be finding the start destination node. It is not connected. It will be comes down towards the center point router, and then it will be processed to the intermediate node of X. X is the destination, and then 4 is next 2 is towards downwards. It is going towards downwards. It can be delayed. Okay, in between that 3 will be traveled towards 3 is towards the state, and then 4 can be traveled towards the state direction. So your destination side, the data can be received in the destination side. First packet, and then fourth packet, then third packet, finally second packet. The packet number will be delayed based upon the path, routing path. Okay, the travel of path or packet can be travel in different location, different direction, means there will be delay in receiving the packets from source to destination. Okay, we are sending the packets in order 1, 2, 3, 4, but at the receiver side or the destination side, we are receiving the packet as 1, 4, and then 3, and then finally 2. Okay, but all the packets are received from source to destination. Based upon the different path location, the resources or data will be received from source to destination. Okay, in packet switch network, there is no resources reservation. Resources are allocated on demand. Okay, based upon the demand of resources, the resources will be allocated to all number of resources. Okay, the routing table, how the routing table is connected here. See here, destination address is a number of addresses. Here output port 1, 2, 3 is there. Here 1 is assigned as a source node, 2 and 3 is assigned as another node, 4 is assigned as another node. In a switch in a datagram network uses a routing table that is based on the destination address. Based upon the destination address only, the data can travel from source address to destination address. The destination address in the header of a packet in a datagram network remains the same during the entire journey of the packet. Okay, based upon the in previous diagram we have seen, no, the destination node will be remain same. If the path will be datagram travel the path in different path also, the destination address will be remain same. Wherever it goes, the packets will be travel in different location or different path, means also the destination address will be remain same. Based upon that only, the data can travel from source to destination. Okay. Okay, here also, here the delay in datagram network. Previously we have seen delay in circuit switch network. Okay, here delay in datagram network. How the transmission to A is transmitted to a particular router. From that the data will be transmitted time, and then waiting time. If there is any process in the is going under the process, means the waiting time will be assigned in the particular router or switch. From that particular node to another end, it will be the data will be processed, and then here there also will be some waiting time will be there, and then finally from that node to finally destination B is transmitted. The total delay will be from waiting node for one node and then another waiting node. Finally the total delay will be calculated from source to destination. The switching in the internet is done by using the datagram approach or to packet switching at network layer. By using the network layer only, the data will be traveled from source to destination through the wired communication. The time duration will be different from one node to another. Okay. This diagram shows the data, how the delay will be occurred from source to destination with the help of the network layer and then with the help of switching concept. Okay. Here, previously we have discussed in datagram approach, two types will be there. First one is packets, in packet switching, two types, datagram approach and virtual circuit. Previously we discussed about datagram, and then now virtual circuit. Virtual circuit means it is one end will be end to end communication. The datagram, by using the switches, the source node and then destination node will be point to point communication or virtual switch between the sender and receiver. Okay, a virtual circuit network is a cross between a circuit switch network and a datagram network. It has some characteristics of both. The topics we are going to discuss here: addressing, three phases, and then efficiency, and then delay. How the data can be traveled in wide area network. WAN means what? In wide area network, how the data can be traveled from source to destination. For example, here data with virtual circuit interface. VCI means virtual circuit interface, which is identified as node ID as 14. That is a source address. With the data can be traveled from source to destination. With that, the data travel by using the switch, it will reach the destination with the ID of virtual circuit ID as 77. Based upon that only, the data can be traveled from source to destination. Okay, here switch and a table in a virtual circuit. Here what we are doing now? Here first data will be assigned. First 14 is a source address, and then 77 is another source address. Here incoming ports. Incoming means what? From that node switch, which are all incoming. Incoming means what? 14 and 77 are incoming ports, incoming datas. And then output are 22. 22 is port number 3, and then 2 is assigned as a port number 41. Okay, outgoing ports are 3 is assigned as outgoing port, and then 2 is also assigned as outgoing port. That IP address is 22 and 41. Okay, another diagram you see here, incoming ports, A is assigned as a source, and then B is assigned as destination. Okay, from A, data will be assigned as a source node as 14. By using the switch, that can be traveled with the help of switch, that the outgoing port will be changed from the particular switch to data will be traveled in the outgoing port is assigned as a virtual circuit ID is assigned as a 66. Same where here in between WAN, this is combination of a WAN process. The n number of switches will be communicated. By using n number of switches, source data and then destination will be communicated. Okay, here 3 will be processed through the data, and then incoming ports is 1 is assigned as incoming, and then 2 is assigned as a outgoing. That is will be deferred as a 22 will be assigned as a virtual circuit ID, and then outgoing port 22 will be assigned as a outgoing port ID. Okay, same process in destination side. The data incoming port is assigned from the port 2. Okay, same, and then receiving side outgoing port 3 is assigned as a 77. Okay, from see here in first diagram, the 14 and 77, how the data will be transmitted from A to B. This diagram shows by using the incoming and outgoing nodes. Okay, from each and every switch, how the incoming nodes are processed by using port virtual circuit ID, or outgoing ports are processed, which by using which port the outgoing ports are processed. Okay, this is the setup request in a virtual circuit network. Here A is assigned as a source node. From A, the data will be traveled, the ID data will be assigned as a 14, and then it will process to the 3. 3 is a virtual circuit ID. From that virtual circuit ID will be not assigned as a idle, empty process. Okay, from it is from switch 1 to switch 2 it is connected. From switch 2, the incoming port will be assigned, and then outgoing port will be delivered to the switch 3. Finally, the switch 3 will get the input from the switch 2, and then finally it will give the output to the outgoing destination. Okay, here source is assigned as a and the destination will be assigned as a B. In between process, small a, small b, small c, and then small d is in between process. Data will be processed from sender to receiver between n number of switches. Okay, it's a request send between source node to destination node. Okay, this is the setup acknowledgement in a virtual circuit networking. Okay, how the acknowledgement will be received from receiver to sender. Okay, based upon the request in a virtual circuit switching, all packets belonging to the some resource and destination travel the same path, but the packets may arrive at the destination with different delays if resource allocation is on demand. Okay, if data can be traveled from source to destination can be travel in same path, but delay in one network to or one switch to another switch, there will be delay, some delay will be occurred, but the destination will receive the data, whatever data sent in from the source, that will be received by the destination. Same reverse process will be done in the reverse as a acknowledgement, giving the acknowledgement from receiver to sender. Okay, for here VCI is a virtual circuit interface is sending the data 14. The same will be receiving as a acknowledgement to the receiver. Same likewise from B, we are receiving as a address as 77 is a source. Receiving the same address will be passed to the particular switch 3. Okay. Okay, here in this diagram, delay in the virtual circuit network. Delay means what? First of all, we are installing any software in the particular desktop system. Means we want to run the setup file, and then only the particular data will be transmitted from source to destination. Okay, that is a setup file, means installation between sender to receiver or communication between sender to receiver. Switching at the data link layer in a switched wired area network is normally implemented by using the virtual switching techniques. Virtual switching techniques mean only the data can be implemented from source to destination. Okay, here the transmission time will be transmitted. Here no waiting time is there. And then finally data after setup work, after installation of two switches, based upon the two switches, the data can be transmitted from sender to receiver. Okay, and then this is a structure of the switch. This is based upon the we use the switch in circuit switching and packet switching network. In this section, we discuss about the structures of each switch in the network. Here, structure of circuit switching can be done in the cross point. It is done in the circuit switching, and then packet switching will be done in the process of multi-stage switch. It can be communicated with crossbars into n into k crossbars. Okay, here n nodes will be communicated to from one node. Same, the output also will be assigned as a n node. Here in the crossbar switching concept, 10, 20, 30 will be assigned as input. That will be cross point based upon the control session. It will be 4 output will be assigned. 4 output means what? 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 output will be assigned in the crossbar switch. Okay, this is the structure of 2 switch. 8.17 assigns the crossbar switch with 3 inputs and 4 output signals, which is here 8.18 uses multiple inputs and multiple outputs, n number of inputs and then n number of outputs. This is the structure of a switch which is connected to the n number of inputs and n number of outputs. Okay, see in this example, in a three stage switch, the total number of cross points is 2kn plus a k n capital N bar n whole square, which is much smaller than the n number of cross point in a single stage switch. This is an example how we are calculating the cross point switch with the help of how the packets will be traveled from one node to another, from one stage to another. Okay, based upon the crossbars only, the formula is calculated. Okay, here in the first stage we have n bar, n means are 10 crossbars. It is equivalent to 10 crossbars, each of 20. Each of 20 size will be assigned as 20 into 4. In the second stage, we have 4 crossbars. We have 4 crossbars means what? It is sizes as 10 into 10. The third stage, we have 10 crossbars which has size 4 into 20. The totally 2 power k capital N plus small k n bar n whole square, or 2000 cross points. Totally it is assumed as 2000 cross points. This is a percentage of the number of cross point in a single stage. Okay, that is equivalent to 200 into 200 equal to 40,000, equal to assigned as a cross point value. Okay, this is an example how we are calculating the cross point by using the formula. Okay, this is another example, 3 stage. Here 200 into 200 switch. Here see from the TDM, time division multiplexing, A, B, C, D is there. Same by using the sequencing controlling process, and then process from 1, 2, 3, 4. Finally 1 will be receiving the node 3, and then 2 will be receiving the 4, and then 3 will be receiving the 1, and then 4 will be receiving the 2. Based upon the selectively controlled final destination will be there. Here A, B, C, D will be transmitted. Finally there will be receiving the packets is first we will be receiving the C. Okay, because C 3 is 1 equivalent to 3. C is assigned first. Second D 2 is equivalent to 4 is assigned D, and then 3 equal to 1. 3 equal to 1 means third node C is equal to A, and then 4 D is equivalent to B. Finally the data will be transmitted with the using of TDM, time division multiplexing, CDAB. Okay, this is a RAM process. This is a control unit of a RAM speed. The time division switch time slot will be interchanged from source to destination within the particular time limit period. Okay, here in this diagram, the time space time switch, here n number of 4 node will be assigned as a input, that will give the one output to the particular switch. It will be interconnected to the space. Space is assigned as a interconnecting the or media which is connected to the particular network. Okay, the data can be traveled from source to destination with the help of space division multiplexing. Okay, here in this diagram 8.21 packet switch concept. Packet switch concept means here n number of inputs will be assigned as n number of inputs. By using the n number of inputs, the data will be transmitted. By routing process, the output will be transmitted as a n number of output ports. Here we will assign a physical layer process will be assigned as a input port. In between process, data link layer. Finally it will be processed in the queue. The output will be in the output port. Okay, based upon the port data transmission only, the data will be transmitted from source to destination. Okay, how the packets will be transmitted, this diagram shows the how the packets or port can be traveled through the packet switching concept or packet switching components by source to destination. If data is under process means that will be kept in the queue. After that the transmission completed means only the data can be transmitted from queue to another network. Okay, this is the output queue. This is the output queue which can be traveled from data link layer to and then physical layer. This is the reverse process which can travel from output to input. Okay, here bandwidth you are using 0 to 7. It is can be assigned as a 0 to 7. Here A port and then A1, A2, A3 and then A4. Same like middle order bit. This is assigned as a A1, A2, A3, A4 will be assigned as a left bit. Middle bit can be assigned as a B1, B2, B3 and B4, and then right hand side will be assigned as a C1, C2, C3 and C4. Finally, the output will be assigned as a from C1 we will receive the 0 and 1. From 2 it will receive the C1, C2 we will receive the 2 and 3. From C3 we will receive the output as 4 and 5. And C4 we will receive the output as 6 and 7. Based upon for we are traveling, see 0 and 1 will be traveled, 0 is traveled to A1 and then 1 is traveled to A2. Same A2 will be traveled in A3. Set 2, 3 is assigned to A4. Same, it will be reverse process that will be communicated from source to destination with the help of left bit and then middle bit and then finally right bit. Okay, this is the example of routing in Bannon switch. Bannon switch means what? 8-port switch is there, which is connected to the one input and then n number of output will be there. See here, when we are having 8-port switch with this, which is connected as a one input, which remaining 7 will be assigned as a output switch. Here also, here which is connected to node, that will be assigned as 0, and then which is not connected, it will be assigned as 1. Okay, same process from input 1 sending a cell to output of 6. Okay, output is 6 here. Here same input 5 is input 5. Here indication of pink color. 1 is sending data. Here 1 is ascending input, 1 is sending the data and then receiving data is 6. Same input which is received from sender, the same data will be received by the receiver. That is equivalent to binary value. 0, 1, 0, 1, 1, 0 means equivalent to binary value of 6 digit. Digit 6 binary value. What is that 6 digit binary value? 1, 1, 0. Same in output. See 5 is assigned as a input here from the another B example, and then output is 2 equivalent to 2 decimal to binary conversion. What is the value for 2 means 0, 1, 0. It is a output of 2 digital number 2 is equivalent to binary value. Okay, this is the final diagram which is shows the from source to destination how the Bannon switch will be connected from one node to first batch switch, which is connected to modular switch, which is communicated from Bannon switch. The final output will be same as 0 to 7. First end from the source node 0 to 7 will be communicated. From that batcher switch is connected. From the batcher switch tab module will be connected. From the tab module each and every node A1 will be communicated with 2 and then A2 will be 2 and then A3, A4 will be all are connected to 2 links. Finally they are giving with intermediate process with B and C. Finally they are giving as output as 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6, 7. Okay, this is a diagram shows about the Bannon switch in the switching concept. Okay, you have any doubt? Up to this unit 1 is completed. You have any query? You have any doubt? Yeah, tell me. It's audible?
Sir, no doubt, sir.
Okay, pa. We have completed up to this first unit. Okay. We can wind up the session. Okay. Thank you to all.
Thank you, sir.